So welcome. So to this session in AI in telecommunications. Honestly, this is the first time that I will be presenting this AI in telecommunications. This is for emergency purposes like this, where plan is not happening. Especially, specifically, there should be another speaker that will be delivering the AI in the industry. But in the unforeseen events, he cannot come. So I'll be covering this session for you. And I hope you could still learn, even though you think of me as not as an expert in AI. But we'll discuss about AI in telecommunications. All right. So we're about to discuss how these smart technologies are transforming, okay, the way our phones or networks and even everyday communications work behind the scenes. No? So just imagine you're streaming a movie or making a video call or chatting with a virtual assistant. So everything feels seamless. Okay. So we'll examine today this AI technology, how it is making how is it making our networks smarter and faster, and how it's causing massive changes to the entire telecommunications industry. Okay. And in this session as well, we'll start with the look of everyday use of these technologies and move on how they are applied specifically in telecommunications. And we'll go to something really exciting, what we call the open run. Okay. And the main reason why how this series or why is this series all about? No, what is this series all about? Okay. So I prepared a few topics for you. For today's session. So, introduction to AI and machine learning or ML. So, I believe you already have a very in-depth knowledge about the AI and machine language and deep learning or machine learning and deep learning coming from our one of the best co-creators in Asia Open Academy, that is Liber. Okay. And then applications of AI and ML across industries. So where do we see this AI and ML are being applied in other industries? Okay. And then after that, we'll focus on the AI and ML in telecommunications. And then after that, we'll go particularly the application of AI ML in Open RAN or Open Radio Access Network. Okay, so by the time we wrap it up, you'll have an understanding of how telecom companies are using these tools to build future networks and how the future is already here, impacting our daily lives in ways that we might not even realize. Okay. And you will also learn that the learning artificial intelligence as early as today will give you benefits, especially if you are looking at a technology company or a telecom company that are looking as well of implementing artificial intelligence in their network. And of course, we have the summary and future of AI in telecommunications. Okay. So we'll start with the introduction to AI and machine learning. Okay. So we already have an idea on this one, the basics. So you know already the basics of AI. So AI is about making machines act smart, and while ML is teaching them to learn from data, and deep learning is where things get interesting. So with systems mimicking how the human brain works, no? Ito yung mga definitions natin, mga AI. So we will not go deeper here so that we will not replicate what's being discussed by Liber. So, okay. So the topics that he already covered are, I believe these are already sufficient for you to understand what is AI, ML, and deep learning. Okay. So we'll move directly to applications of AI ML across industries. So we have laid the groundwork. So by discussing the basics of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Now we will move on into something bit more I would say exciting because on the applications, no. So seeing these technologies in action across different industries. So we've all heard about transforming sectors like healthcare or finance and sometimes security. And then we already know that AI and ML will become something like a versatile tool, like a Swiss Army knife for data. So they are not also limited to one job. They solve problems. What else? Optimize processes and even predict the future across a wide range of industries. No, so we'll discuss the different industries. So last April of this year, 2004, we had the opportunity to visit the headquarters of NVIDIA in San Francisco, California. So we have visited the two main buildings of NVIDIA. If you are familiar with NVIDIA, so they are the one pioneering, no, yung mga processes or mga equipment or tools or the technology behind artificial intelligence. So napunta kami dun sa Endeavor and kalimutan ko isang building nila. Basta Star Trek yung kanilang pangalan. Yan. Star Trek inspired. Yan. So if you will see there, there's a lot of applications they have already exploring using the artificial intelligence. So what they have presented to us that time was the application of artificial intelligence in the medical industry. And then after that, they presented an application about Open RAN and telecommunications. And then during the visit as well to different laboratories, you will see an NVIDIA GPU installed in the baseband unit or the centralized or distributed unit in their laboratories. Okay, so most of the videos that I will be showing to you in this session are coming from NVIDIA as well. So it's a great place as well to learn more things about what are the different things that NVIDIA are doing. And then, yeah, let's see it. So I'm not sure if you will hear the sound, but I'll try my best to put it on the microphone. So we'll start with a video. Okay, so it's one thing to talk about how AI is reshaping our world is about to see it in action, right?
I am a visionary. Illuminating galaxies to witness the birth of stars. Illuminating galaxies to witness the birth of stars. Sharpening our understanding of extreme weather events. I am a helper, guiding the blind through a crowded world.
I was thinking about running to the store.
And giving voice to those who cannot speak.
Do not make me laugh.
I am a transformer, harnessing gravity to store renewable power. And paving the way towards unlimited clean energy for us all. I am a trainer, teaching robots to assist, to watch out for danger, and help save lives. I am a healer, providing a new generation of cures and new levels of patient care. doctor that I am allergic to penicillin. Is it still okay to take the medications?
Definitely. These antibiotics don't contain penicillin, so it's perfectly safe for you to take them.
I am a navigator. Generating virtual scenarios to let us safely explore the real world and understand every decision. I even helped write the script. Breathe life into the words en muchos idiomas y escribí la música. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
Alright. Narinig niyo ba yung ating video? I'm not sure kung narinig niyo ng maayos yung video. Okay, yeah. So that is I am AI, from NVIDIA. So you will see that NVIDIA has been a driving force in advancing AI, helping bring it from concept to reality. So in that video, you saw that there are some incredible examples of AI at work across industries like the healthcare, science, art, and beyond. And then in this session, we will talk about telecommunications. So it demonstrates how AI isn't just a tool, it's becoming an innovation partner. So helping us solve some of the biggest challenges. Okay. So now let's let's look at this boring and boring slides. So when we talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning, okay, it's easy to get caught up in technical jargon. So, but the truth is, AI and ML are already woven in the fabric of our daily lives. Sabi ko nga, nandito na yan. So they are also making huge impact across industries. So you will see that different applications, for example, in searching and ranking. So AI is making it easier and faster for us to find information online by ranking the most relevant results. Search engines like, for example, Google has this sophisticated AI algorithms to analyze massive amounts of data in split seconds. So presenting us with the most accurate answers. So for example, if every time you search for something online, so AI works behind the scenes to understand your query and prioritize the most helpful results. So that is AI already. Meron din dito recommending. Okay, so as Liber mentioned a while ago, if you're just browsing sa Viber and then suddenly nag-check ka ng Facebook or Lazada, so there's an ad that is already recommending something for you to purchase. Lalo nakita niya is a 15 or katapusan. Okay. So recommending, so recommender systems are another common AI application used for almost everywhere, from online shopping, streaming services. These systems are analyzing your behavior and suggest content or products that is matching for your preferences. Example yan, yung mga Netflix, Amazon, okay? So just imagine when you're watching Netflix, it will suggest yung mga videos na since you're watching this movie, we're recommending this kind of movie. So that are recommender systems. Okay? So don't be surprised kapag lumalabas sa news feed nyo is a certain kind of topic, because that is powered by recommender systems, AI. Detecting threats and fraud, okay, dito naman in terms of finance. So AI is also a critical tool in cybersecurity. So it can detect anomalies in data patterns to flag yung mga potential online attacks, frauds, and other malicious activities. For example, yung mga banks, they use AI to monitor transactions and detect fraudulent activities in real time. So they are helping to protect your accounts from unauthorized actions. Okay. And then we also have AI in finance, from automating trading strategies to offering personalized financial advice. So AI is also helping the finance industries. If you heard about the AI powered robo advisors, no, yung mga to analyze yung mga financial data and provide recommendations for investment portfolios. So they are also using AI. Research and unraveling complexities. If you have seen dito tayo sa research. Okay, so there are also areas. So unraveling proteins and exoplanet search. Yan, nakita niyo sa nila, ni NVIDIA. So AI also has the ability to process yung mga massive data sets. So this is the one that is AI is getting more powerful than human because it has the capability to process massive amount of data. Okay. And then it also has the ability to calculate massive amount of permutations, no? Beyond the capabilities ng human brain. Yeah. And in a faster sense, no? Meron din tayong medical. Okay, medical and digital doctors. Hindi natin isa-isa, no? Internet of Things, IoT, smart services, sensor AI. Okay, so enabling machines to process sensory inputs like sound, sight. Nakita nyo kanina yung blind person can navigate kahit mag-isa lang siya, just like humans do. Blind person is a human, right? I mean, yung AI na tumutulong sa kanya. Okay. Understanding words and speech, no. I think this one is one of the common, no, that we are using. Voice assistants like Alexa and Google, yeah. Google Assistant. And then AI in companionship, okay. Movement and mobility, ano pa ba, mga driverless cars, okay? And in some cases, we don't want to use it, actually, AI in warfare, no? In defense, yeah. Okay? All right, so these are the different applications, no, of AI in or ML across different industries. So there's a lot of applications, as you already saw sa video ni NVIDIA, no? So now let's focus on the applications of AI and ML. Let's zoom in sa telecommunications. Yan. So we have explored yung mga applications niya sa mga different industries. So now we're going to zoom in, no, sa telecommunications. So in telecommunications, right, there's a lot of processes and there's a lot of activities na ginagawa natin dito. And as a typical citizen, we rely on telecom networks every day, whether it's for streaming a movie or making a video call or sending a simple text message. So what is powering this seamless connection and fast data speeds behind the scenes might be artificial intelligence. Probably in some networks, they are still using engineers, no? But in some advanced networks, like what we saw in the US and in Japan, they are already using artificial intelligence. So telecommunications is an industry where speed, reliability, and adaptability are key. And the artificial intelligence or machine learning are playing a critical role in making these modern networks smarter, more efficient, and more responsive to this ever-growing demand for connectivity. So ano yung mga different applications, no? So from optimizing network performance to enhancing customer service, the AI and or ML are reshaping the way our telecom networks operate. So let's start with, for example, AI in network optimization. So we'll compare it to this or in my previous experience, no, as an optimization engineer as well. So traditionally, managing the telecom networks involve manual process. So ito yung mga may manual procedures like monitoring traffic. So you are checking the KPI, Then you see if there's a trending traffic or the traffic goes down or meron congestion na nangyayari. Okay? So that is monitoring traffic. So most of the time we are doing it manually. You get it from the OSS, and then for some engineers they're just using Excel. No, for some engineers they're using programs to make it faster. No, in terms of analysis. But in some networks, they are already using artificial intelligence to do this traffic monitoring and then troubleshooting issues. Okay, what are the issues? Why are there a lot of drop calls happening in the network? Why there are congestions in this sector? Why the second sector is not congested? Okay, so there's a lot of troubleshooting issues. No? And most of the time, those are being analyzed or being troubleshooted manually. No? And then if you want to adjust bandwidth, so you need to change it manually. So you need to configure it in the OSS to change the bandwidth from 5 megahertz to 10 megahertz to 20 megahertz. Now, with artificial intelligence or AI, networks can adjust in real time based on demand. Okay, so you will train the system or you will train the artificial intelligence on how to respond on a real-time basis. So AI will analyze traffic patterns, predicts congestion, and optimize bandwidth on the fly, no, to ensure smooth service. Okay. So pag tinignan niyo ito, it's something like self-optimizing network. So we had that term previously, the SON or the self-organizing network. So this AI for network optimization is a higher version of that. Okay. So for example, during peak times, so from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So nagka-traffic sa EDSA, okay? So AI can automatically redirect yung mga network traffic to prevent slowdowns, ensuring that the user streaming video or gaming have seamless experience. Okay? So doon natin nakukuha yan, yung mga traffic steering na optimization. Next is preventive maintenance and fault detection. So one of the key AI keys benefit in telecommunication is its ability to predict and prevent network failures. So the machine learning models can analyze data from network components, like for example, cell towers. You can detect early signs of wear and tear, allowing engineers to fix issues before they lead to outages, no? Like for example, the one that I posted. So you can predict na kung gaano kataas na yung halaman dun sa tower, no? Kung kakainin niya na ba yung buong tower, no? So those are the examples of predictive maintenance and fault detection. So AI driven predictive maintenance will help telecom providers avoid costly downtime by identifying yung mga equipment failures before they happen. Okay. And next is one of the common application in telecommunications, AI-powered customer service. So AI has transformed customer service in telecommunications. So you will see chatbots that powered by AI that can handle queries like troubleshooting or billing issues, providing quick and efficient responses. So nakikita niyo, slowly nagka-transition tayo from human to AI chatbots. Okay? So yung mga telecom companies, they use already AI chatbots to assist customers with routine questions, reducing the need for human intervention and speeding up service. Okay? Next is network security and fraud detection. So with increasing cyber threats, just like what's happening here in the Philippines, telecom operators are turning to AI for network security. So in which AI can detect unusual activity or anomalies in the network traffic that may indicate fraud or cyber attack. So by identifying these areas or threats early, so AI can help protect users from malicious actions. Okay. Example, yung mga AI-based security systems that can block suspicious transactions. Okay. And detect unauthorized access sa mga sensitive information in real time. Makita mo lang bigla kang i-block nung system dahil AI has identified you as a malicious or suspicious transactions, lalo na dun sa isang website or sa kanilang system. AI in Open RAN or in 5G, no? In 5G muna tayo. in 5G networks. So as 5G networks continue to roll out globally, actually, when you're deploying 5G, as we discussed last week, you will also realize that deployment of a new technology becomes complex because it involves a lot of frequency, a lot of equipment, a lot of features, a lot of processes, no? And sometimes even an engineer, even a summa cum laude or a magna cum laude or a top one ECE engineer cannot really handle it alone. Okay, you need some tools, no, to manage the complexity of a network. Okay, so as the network or the 5G network continue to roll out globally, so managing this complexity will require artificial intelligence or AI. That's the reality. And then AI will help with the network slicing, okay, where the part of the networks are reserved for specific services like IoT, the MMTC, right? URLC, and EMBB. That you will ensure the right resources are allocated, where they are needed. Okay. So those are the typical applications of AI. And then later on, you will see the application of artificial intelligence in Open RAN. So one of the most exciting applications in AI is in telecommunications. It's within the Open RAN system. Okay. So Open RAN is new and open architecture for radio access networks that allows telecom operators to mix and match components from different vendors. So that is Open RAN in a nutshell. This flexibility will open up new possibilities for innovation and cost savings. Okay, so we will discuss later on what is the RAN intelligent controller, the RIC, and the two types of RIC, the non-real-time RIC and the near real-time RIC. So as an example for the application of AI in Open RAN, Open RAN can automatically detect network congestion in specific area and shift the resources to prevent delays and then ensuring experience seamless on those services with higher demand. Ito yung tinatawag nating traffic steering or sa current setup natin is the load balancing. Load balancing yung tawag natin ngayon, but in OpenRAN we call it traffic steering. And QoS optimization or the quality of service optimization. So those are the different applications of AI and ML in telecommunications. And then there is a particular test process in telecommunications where radio network design is essential. Currently, when we do radio network design, so we do simulations. We simulate the coverage of a specific site, either 4G or 5G, and then what would be the impact of that simulation in certain area. And that depends on different clutter types. It could be a rural area, a suburban area, a dense urban, or an urban area. So we all know that the effect or the performance of a cell site or a network depends on one of the factors is the clutter area. It depends on the surrounding area, and it also depends on the type of subscribers, the type of the users, or the type of the user equipment they're using. Okay, so simulating this kind of scenario sometimes requires a lot of, or not sometimes, so most of the time requires a lot of time, especially if you are using a not so powerful device. So I remember when I was in a telecom operator, when we do a simulation of a nationwide coverage, for example, for the entire Philippines, you will leave the server for probably 24 to 48 hours before it completes the entire Philippines. It's only simulation. It's not even considering the Monte Carlo simulation. If you're aware of Monte Carlo simulation, that's like simulating the performance of the network. If there will be congestions, what will be the expected throughput, where are the possible locations of the subscribers, So the Monte Carlo is just like it's named after a casino, Monte Carlo in Monte Carlo. So you are trying to roll the dice, and then what will be the possibilities, performance possibilities of your network. If you do that in a typical server right now, it might take you 24 or 48 hours to do it. That's why one of the um, significance of using GPU no, in your one of your tools will simplify and will make your processes more efficient. Okay, so now I'll be showing to you a deployment of a highly performant 5G network model or a modeling and of a 5G radio waves. No, okay. So we need this to propagate to simulate the propagation of a 5G radio waves across real dynamic world environment, no, with hundreds of transmitters and thousands of receivers that will be affected by physical factors. No, so it will also simulate the accurate 3D simulations of the buildings as you will see in the video. So the one that is performing this is Ericsson. So Ericsson is the one developing a new approach to traditional 5G deployment. So building a city scale, physically accurate, we call it digital twin. So you will hear the digital twin terminology. And this is being helped by an NVIDIA product. They call it the NVIDIA Omniverse. Okay, so I'll play the video, and then hopefully you can hear the no, no, the sound again. Oops, sorry.
There are 15 million 5G microcells and towers planned for global deployment in the next 5 years. Ericsson is NVIDIA Omniverse to build digital twin environments to help determine how to place and configure each of their sites for the best coverage and network performance. In Omniverse, Ericsson builds city-scale models that are physically accurate down to the materials of the buildings, vegetation, and foliage. Then, wireless network components are added, including the precise location, height, and antenna pattern of each transmitter. Ericsson built a custom Omniverse extension, enabling them to integrate radio propagation data and leverage Omniverse's RTX-accelerated ray tracing to quickly visualize and calculate the quality of the signal at every point in the city. Because Omniverse materials are physically accurate, the intensity of reflections are precisely determined. Antenna beamforming and signal paths can be accurately simulated and visualized. In the simulations, the lobes signify transmitter antenna beamforming, and the straight lines are signal paths. The colors of the signal paths denote strength in decibels and data throughput. From blue is the weakest to red is the strongest. Visualization is a critical ability for Ericsson. With Omniverse VR, network engineers can virtually explore any part of the model, teleporting to any location, anywhere in the world, at 1-to-1 scale. As they tune the network for optimal performance or identify path disruptions, they can literally see the effects of their adjustments in real time, things which aren't visible in real life. In Omniverse, Ericsson can perform true-to-reality remote simulation of entire 5G networks, enabling them to design more efficient and reliable networks, conduct remote field trials, and speed up deployments.
Okay, so that was the Omniverse application in a 5G deployment of 5G simulation deployment for Ericsson. So as you can see, it's not only just like using artificial intelligence, ChatGPT. So for telecommunications and vendors and ICT vendors, they're using this one for the tools. So just imagine, you can somewhat visualize in real time yung nangyayari about the wireless telecommunications or yung mga spectrum, yung performance ng system. As you can see there, parang although awkward, na nakikita mo ganun yung movement ng signal when you pass through one antenna or a massive MIMO antenna. But it's a good thing that you can simulate those data. And the one thing that is being or good about using artificial intelligence is that you can process a lot of data or massive amount of data and then you can get the results as fast as ano, no, yung ganung klaseng bilis, no, while you are doing the testing. If you are using some technologies like that, and they're using a very low power processor, it will take you probably weeks before you visualize those things. So that's the power of artificial intelligence, no, in the radio network planning. Now let's explore some how AI naman is revolutionizing the deployment and management of 5G networks. So how it will affect, no, managing of 5G networks, and how in the future you can also decide of deploying 6G technology. Okay, so the next video we're about to watch will highlight this AI powered solution developed by heavy AI, no, and NVIDIA, that could help telecom operators build and manage their networks. So to keep up with this kind of demand, no, telcos are expected to deploy a huge amount number of around 17 million 5G microcells and towers over the next 5 years. So, however, the complexity will give us a real challenge. Okay, and the real challenge actually lies in building these towers and optimizing their deployment and operations. Because as I mentioned, ang dami na nitong na mga i-deploy nating 5G, no, or future cell sites. So with the help of AI, telecom companies can save probably billions of dollars worldwide in a $2 trillion industry. Yan, improving yung efficiency and performance at this unprecedented scale. Okay? So you will see in this video how AI-driven solutions like that heavy AI NVIDIA has developed, no, and how telcos will probably in the future will plan and manage their 5G network. Okay, so I'll play the video again. Hopefully you can hear the sound.
Telcos plan deploy over 7 million 5G microcells and towers worldwide by 2025, optimizing and managing new and existing infrastructure while maximizing customer experience is increasingly complex. Heavy AI built an AI-accelerated application framework on NVIDIA Omniverse that enables telcos to develop physically accurate, interactive digital twins to plan, build, and operate 4 and 5G networks at nationwide scales. To create a digital twin, Heavy AI used multi-billion point LiDAR scans, satellite imagery, environmental data, and network parameter changes. They paired this with open and proprietary datasets of network supply and demand to enable telcos to better understand network reach and performance in real time. For network planning, Heavy AI's RF model in the digital twin lets telcos simulate optimal infrastructure deployment based on real-time radio wave propagation with extreme accuracy. Unlike legacy solutions, Heavy AI combines precision-timed signal metrics with demographic and customer behavior data, giving telcos immediate insight into the effects of planning and operational decisions. Beyond planning, digital twins give telcos enhanced operational abilities, letting them see issues that occur in real time or predict areas needing attention. This reduces maintenance costs and maximizes customer satisfaction. Even at massive scale, the Heavy AI and Omniverse-powered digital twins are fully interactive, enabling telcos to test and validate scenarios before investing in physical changes. Telcos can leverage Heavy AI's extensible application framework as an integrated solution, or develop their own applications on the platform. Heavy AI and NVIDIA Omniverse are introducing a new era of real-time, interactive, precision digital twins to enhance network planning, building, and operations.
Okay, you know, so that is Heavy AI and NVIDIA. No? So you can see how AI is also transforming your radio network planning and design. So currently, when we are doing those kind of simulation, it's only 2D. In some cases, we can perform 3D, but it's not like that kind of 3D view, no, which is very, I don't know, very rich in data. And then you will see that there's a lot of data integration happening. So kasama yung satellite, user behavior, no? And then meron pa yung mga crowdsourcing data informations. Kasama din yung database ng sites mo. And then you will see that almost instantly, it simulates and predicts ano yung magiging performance ng cell site from one location to another location kapag nililipat mo. Ganun kabilis ang niya, no? Ang pag-process ng data niya. So that's one of the applications ng AI, no, sa pagdating sa telecommunications. So I will be sharing as well to you this state of AI in telecommunications. So if you want to learn more about the state of AI in telecommunications, so NVIDIA has released this kind of report, no? Ang pangalan, State of AI in Telecommunications in 2024 Trends. So it examines how AI is being used to address some of the most pressing challenges in telecommunications. The report explores yung mga key trends, real-world use cases, and future projections of how AI will continue to evolve within the industry. Okay? So this report also highlights the key survey insights that define the state of AI in telecommunications in 2024. It shows yung mga different AI adoptions, especially mga generative AI, with notable increase in AI enthusiasm at the executive level. So yung mga bossing. So tinitignan ba nila yan? So one of the topic that is being discussed here in the state of AI in telecommunications survey report, they're asking which of the following is your company investing in today, no? So is it machine learning in 2022, deep learning, generative AI, high performance computing, and digital twins or metaverse? As you will see, there's a increase from 2022 to 2023 about the interest of investing in deep learning, generative AI. There's no comparison from 2022. And digital twins or metaverse. So the survey respondents represented a mix of telcos, no, including mga mobile, fixed, and cable companies and their hardware and software suppliers. So the respondents are representing a broad mix of different groups like customer service, marketing, and business development. And the results include feedback from manager level industry. In the professions, no, including mga senior executives. Next is we go to AI in Open RAN. Yeah, so Open RAN. So now that we have covered how AI and ML are transforming telecommunications, now let's focus on this specific application in telecommunication, which is the Open RAN. So Open RAN or Open Radio Access Network is a new way of designing or implementing. It's a new paradigm, no? Or a new philosophy of designing or implementing a telecom network. It will also allow you to use different components, no, from different vendors and then giving them the greater flexibility and lowering the cost, essentially. Okay? So what is Open RAN, ano? Okay? So Open RAN is radio access network. Okay, so if you compare it to a traditional radio access network or cell site, a traditional RAN architecture, telecom operators to connect individual devices to the core network. So it involves primarily proprietary hardware and software from specific vendors, making it a tightly integrated and often expensive solution. Now, Open RAN is a recent innovation. So it aims to revolutionize the traditional RAN architecture. It promotes using open and interoperable hardware and software components from multiple vendors. So Open RAN decouples the hardware and software, allowing for greater flexibility and cost savings and innovation. So pagdating sa Open RAN, you can do a mix and matching, no, from one vendor to another vendor. So for example, you have a radio or one DRU, you can connect it with different CU on NDU. That is the main objective, no? But in some cases, you will see, or in some countries, you will see that they're implementing Open RAN as a single vendor, but the system is Open RAN. So it depends on the operator. But the bottom line is, the Open RAN should meet the operator's business model. So what kind of business model will be effective when he implement or when they decided to implement Open Run, because you can implement Open Run in numerous architectures or ways. Probably you will have a centralized CU sitting on a cloud or a DU sitting on a cloud, or there could be an implementation like Dish in the US, where the RU and the DU sits on the cell site premises, and the CU is centralized and located in the cloud. So it depends on what type of architecture that will fit in your business model requirement. Okay, so using standardized interfaces and protocols, Open Run will enable a more competitive and diverse ecosystem. Okay, so it will reduce yung dependency mo sa isang single vendor. Okay, when we say a single vendor, meaning currently what's happening in the telecommunications network is that from the baseband unit to the front hole to the remote radio head or remote radio unit, this is coming from a single vendor, probably coming from vendor H, vendor Z, vendor E, or vendor N. But in Open Run, like for example in the Dish network, they have this the CU, the D, or the DU or the CU coming from a commercial off-the-shelf servers like Dell, and then they install a software of Mavenir on this Dell hardwares, and then on the radio side they can use Mavenir radio and Fujitsu radio. It's their choice. No, they are not tightly coupled or locked into a single vendor, so you can mix and match different vendors. Okay, so what is Open Run? No, so Open Run is Oran Alliance. No, is the one that is the key players. No, in producing the guidelines and specifications for Open Run system. So Oran Alliance is a group of telecom companies that aim to improve the performance and openness of their network. So it's a group of telecom companies. So they call for more intelligence in the network through information collection of these virtualized network elements, and artificial intelligence and machine learning can be applied to this collected information. Now let's see anong ginagawa ni Oran Alliance in deployment or producing this kind of guidelines, and where they use artificial intelligence in terms of Open Run.
Transforming radio access networks to be open, intelligent, virtualized, and fully interoperable is not a far-off vision. ORAN Alliance has made this vision real. Since 2018, the adoption of the ORAN Alliance by the industry has been incredible. It has grown to a worldwide community of operators, vendors, and research and academic institutions jointly developing a sustainable ORAN ecosystem. Through expanding traditional mobile networks, the ORAN Alliance has created its ORAN architecture to become a foundation for truly open and intelligent radio access networks. The ORAN architecture improves the RAN in several areas. First, the ORAN architecture supports disaggregation of software from the hardware and network virtualization. Underlying open reference design hardware and the OCloud provide a high-performing and scalable computation layer. Second, the ORAN architecture is based on well-defined open interfaces to enable a multi-vendor, interoperable supply chain ecosystem. Third, the ORAN architecture empowers mobile networks through artificial intelligence and machine learning. ORAN networks can self-optimize to ensure the best possible service for the end customers, and automated operations and maintenance enable more efficient network rollout and operations. Defining the complex ORAN architecture is a step-by-step process, resulting in hundreds of technical documents. To ensure compatibility and to avoid duplication of work, the ORAN specification effort builds on common standards and cares about alignment with other industry bodies. ORAN specifications serve as a basis for open software reference design. The ORAN software community hosts developers brought in by many ORAN players, cooperating on tens of software projects. O-RAN specifications and open software are enabling a broad industry ecosystem. Companies of different sizes and competencies can use them to create their innovative and competitive open solutions. In addition to specifications, O-RAN Alliance supports the ecosystem in testing and integration. O-RAN Global Plugfests allow companies to demonstrate component functionality as well as multi-vendor interoperability. Moreover, the open testing and integration centers around the world will offer a collaborative and impartial testing environment. O-RAN supports implementations using open source modules, proprietary modules, or any combination. Operators and suppliers can create different paths and approaches to implementing O-RAN, optimized for their specific network and customer needs. The rapidly emerging O-RAN ecosystem has enabled service providers on multiple continents to start field trials and commercial deployments, aiming to build significant parts of their networks based on O-RAN technology. Open, intelligent, virtualized, and fully interoperable, O-RAN-powered mobile networks will soon be serving billions of people around the world. The O-RAN Alliance.
Okay. So that is O-RAN Alliance, no? So as you can see, yung O-RAN or Open RAN system is started to deploy, no, in different parts of the world, and some of the vendors or operators are now exploring to deploy Open RAN. Okay. Now, if you want to learn more about Open O-RAN Alliance, so ito yung ating link. So I will also share it with you, yung www.oran.org, and then you can also see the different places or different countries started implementing Open RAN. Hopefully in the Philippines, we could see some applications here as well in the country. Okay. Okay, so we'll need to fast track, no, yung discussion. So this logical architecture of O-RAN. So where in this architecture you can find the artificial intelligence machine learning, you can find it here in the non-real-time RIC and the near real-time RIC. Okay, so these are the RAN intelligent controller. So physically, hindi mo siya gano'ng makita kasi naka-ano na siya, virtualized, no? And then if you look at the actual Open RAN setup, so this is a typical example from Mavenir. So you have the CU and the DU, you have the radio, and then you have the antenna. So this type of antenna is like an omnidirectional antennas, but there are different types of antennas as well. Okay. So what are the different applications of artificial intelligence or use cases in the telecommunications using Open RAN? So we have the traffic steering. So this is an evolution of mobile load balancing, no, that we have right now. So traffic steering is that you steer traffic, no, from one cell coverage to another cell coverage. It depends on the operator's strategy on how to handle traffic steering. Okay. Okay, so this is where the RAN intelligent controller will come in. So the RAN intelligent controller will define the timing and how fast it could handle, no, yung traffic steering procedure ng mga ng ating system. Okay. And then the other one is the quality of service use case. So the network will prioritize in real time the quality of service or the high priority users. So yung mga VIP users natin or mga emergency response team natin, no? So they have a higher priority system. So for example, merong sunog, typical here in the Philippines, kapag may sunog, instead na timba yung binubuhat, cellphone, no, binibideo natin. So yung radio resources for firemen or respondents should be prioritized, no? Sila dapat yung mabigyan ng resources, ng signal or nung data, no, para mas makapag-respond sila na maayos. Hindi yung mga bloggers, no? Okay, content creators. Okay, so that's QoS, no? So what's the future of AI telecommunications? Yeah. So AI will have a continuing role. AI will drive the evolution of telecom with smarter, more autonomous networks that adapt to growing demands. And then it will also have a hyper-personalized services that will deliver yung mga tailored bandwidth and service to users based on individual needs. Enhanced network security, okay. Intelligent networks for future. So it will power networks that support smart cities, autonomous vehicles, and next generation industrial IoT applications. And of course, there's a lot of endless possibilities. Probably the possibilities right now, we cannot see it in our lifetime. No? I see in the Q&A or chat box that there's a lot of futuristic possibilities that they're thinking. Actually, I cannot tell if that will happen in our lifetime. But yeah, probably, no? Because the possibilities are endless. So the integration of AI in a current network, for example, in Open RAN, probably in 6G in 2030, will lead to networks that are more dynamic, reliable, and flexible than ever before. Okay? So yeah, I'll end this session with a summary. Okay, so we have discussed about the artificial intelligence and how they enable machines to mimic human intelligence. Okay, we have checked also applications of AI ML across industries, application of AI and ML in telecommunications and in radio access network, particularly in Open RAN, and possibilities of AI in telecom industry in the future.